Well, Disney World has been going crazy recently with the news and updates they've been releasing on social media, on their blog posts, and it looks like Universal Parks wanted to get in on some of that action as well. So, if you joined us last week on our live stream, we talked about some new updates, announcements, things that are coming to the Disney parks. And tonight, I'm excited because this past week was filled with a lot more news that we can talk about. So, tonight we're going to be talking about both Disney World and Universal Park updates and announcements. If you like to follow the Disney parks or theme park news or Universal news, you know that there's been a lot that's been coming out recently. So, I'm very excited to see what you guys have to think about it. We're going to be talking about a lot of things tonight. I think I have eight announcements to talk about on the list here today. But of course, there's a lot more that can be covered. If you want to chat about any of them, feel free to put them in the chat. But before we hop into the live stream, I want to welcome you guys here to the Megan Moves channel. We do this live stream every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, where we talk about Disney tips and tricks, Universal updates, and now we're doing a lot of theme park updates because so much has been happening. So very excited to be here with you guys today. And if you're on the live or on the replay, feel free to join us next week at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So before we get into it as well, I want to say hi to everyone that is here in the chat. Doofs, welcome. How are you guys doing? Hey, Kitty Kathy, thanks for being here. Hey there, an obsessed Rangers fan. How are you doing? Carol, welcome. How are you doing tonight? And Camille, hello. I am doing well today. Thanks for asking. I hope you guys are doing well too. We are actually in the process of, I know last week we were at the computer. I really enjoyed doing the split screen, like sharing my screen with you guys. I wanted to do that tonight, but we are updating my little studio filming room here. So my mom's being very generous. She is painting to make the walls a lot brighter, and we're going to have a lot of different staging areas where I can do a lot of different filming and video content type things. So you guys know I've got a ton of Loungefly bags. A lot of them are kind of sitting here on the side, so I'm excited to have different areas to stage a lot of my Disney and theme park items. So I don't know, next week might look a little bit different, just where we're at in the live stream, but that's what we've been working on today. So it's been kind of fun, but I'm excited to share with you the update on what the new studio looks like. So, and hey, Dan and Nicole, thanks so much for being here. So hope you guys are doing well tonight. And oh gosh, Doofs, time for a green screen wall. I don't know, the way we're opening things up, we had so I have this futon in here. There's also another futon that's going out, so there might actually be room for a green screen wall. So things could start to get a little bit crazy when it comes to videos and I guess just filming in general. So I don't know, we'll have to see what happens. But basically, that's what we have going on over here. Hopefully you guys are having a good Wednesday, and we'll go ahead and get on into the updates because there is a lot to chat about tonight. And I'd love to hear what you guys have to think. So feel free to put the comments or questions or anything that you have in the chat, and we'll go ahead and get right on into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is something that I have been looking at very, very frequently. I think this happened last Thursday, so the day after our last live stream. But if you follow Universal news or you know things about the Universal theme parks, you may know that over at Universal Hollywood, we usually talk about the Orlando theme parks, but over in Universal Hollywood, they are going to open a Super Nintendo World. And the theme park is, or the park isn't, or the area isn't supposed to open officially until February 17th. But last week they started doing a soft opening of the area. So essentially, I got a lot of questions about what a soft open is. And essentially, it's where a land or an attraction or maybe a restaurant opens unofficially to the public to kind of test out how everything is working before it officially opens. So that way they get some kind of, or any kinks or issues worked out before it officially opens. And there's a huge crowd of just everybody wanting to go and check it out. But Super Nintendo World looks amazing. You guys are going to have to let me know if you've seen anything about it. But I was looking into a couple of things that you can check out when going to Super Nintendo World. So here is, so I was going to say too, bear with me tonight in our format. I have my phone that I want to share some photos with you guys so that way you still can see some things, but since we couldn't do the split screen, I wanted to do it this way. So here is what the entrance of Super Nintendo World looks like. Let's hopefully get it to focus. So there's the entrance over at Universal Hollywood. It's very fun because you have Mario, Princess Peach, and Luigi. There are meet and greets that you can take advantage of whenever you're there. These characters look absolutely amazing. They actually can speak to you. Their mouth moves, their eyes move. They look super interactive. And there's also these things called power-up bands, which are kind of similar to the magic bands that they have at the Disney parks. I hope this is going to work with the sharing the photos with you guys. I'm sorry that the lighting keeps going in and out, but here's a look at the power-up bands. So you can use these to play interactive games around the land. I don't know really anything about Nintendo games, but you can also use these as amiibos on your Nintendo Switch. So there's Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Daisy, Toad, and Yoshi are characters that you can get for the power-up bands. They released on the Universal Hollywood app. You can look at the park map now. So they released that that I was able to look at, and you can look out too if you have the Universal app downloaded on your phone. You can kind of look and see what the area is looking like. And they also started to open the one ride that they have in that area. It is called Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. This looks like a really interesting ride. The reason why I like it is because it's actually a virtual reality ride. So what you do is whenever you get on, let me see if I can zoom in. You put on this little Mario hat helmet type thing. And then whenever you get on the ride, you kind of snap in this goggle portion of the headpiece. And you can see all of the characters racing around the ride with you whenever you are riding around. So it's like you were actually racing in Mario Kart, which I thought looked really cool. It looks pretty immersive. Looks kind of like in general, it's a calm ride. It doesn't look like a coaster. Looks like just one of those regular moving rides. But it looks like it's going to be really cool. There's a lot of merch that you can take advantage of too whenever you go over there. The meet and greets look awesome, and there is a lot of different dining opportunities over there as well. So I'm super excited for that. I don't know when I'll be able to go and check it out, but let me know if you guys are planning on going to Super Nintendo World. It looks like it's going to be a great addition to Universal, and I'm excited to just see it open in general. I know I've seen a lot of people have been able to enjoy it already with the soft opening, but I don't know, that's going to be huge whenever it opens officially. So let's see what you guys have to say. Yes, the struggle, let me see. Dan and Nicole, you're saying the struggle is weird or real on where to put all of Nicole's Loungefly and Doonies. Yes. I mean, I think we're up to 13 Loungeflies now between my mom, my sister, and I. So of course you can see the ones back here. We've got some on the side and everything. So I'm excited to have some different shelves and maybe some things on the wall to store them. So, but yeah, I think if you're talking about Super Nintendo World, welcome, especially Leslie. I think it is going to be very, very popular. It looks like it's going to be a great land. I'm very, very excited about it. Let's see. Yes. So Nintendo World, this is not the Orlando version, right? By some of the posts. Yes, so there is a Nintendo World coming to Universal Orlando. That will be coming in 2025, I think, with the Epic Universe. Whenever that park opens, that's a expansion on Universal Orlando. There's a completely new theme park that's coming, but what we're talking about right now is the one, just the land that's coming to Hollywood. So I'm excited because it'll be neat to see it over in Hollywood and then how it's going to either differ or be similar to the one in Orlando. I was curious though, or I guess confused. I thought that maybe there was going to be more rides at the Hollywood one, because I think over in Japan they have 2 rides, but there's only one in Hollywood that I've seen so far. So I don't know if they'll eventually expand on that or how that will work, but it'll be interesting to see for sure. So yeah, 2025. Let's see. What else, you guys? Yeah, the ride looks really cool. I'm excited about it for sure. So it's Doofs. It is a virtual reality ride, but the ride actually moves. It's not like a simulator type ride. So I guess the virtual reality aspect kind of just adds to it, but there are physical, objects inside the ride, so you are actually moving through the attraction. So it's not, yeah, kind of like Ratatouille at Epcot, but there aren't really many screens around. So there are a lot of physical objects in the ride, which looks really cool. So that is nice. So I'm excited. So let's see. Yes, slipping on banana peels in Mario Kart. I like that. It'll be really cool, especially if you are, a Nintendo fan or a Mario Kart fan. It'll be really cool to go and see it all in person. So I'm excited to check out the ride whenever it officially opens and whenever we can get over there for sure. So, let's see. Yeah, fond memories. That's awesome. I love that. So yeah, I guess, yeah, augmented reality maybe is the word rather than virtual reality. I always get the two mixed up. So maybe it's augmented reality. I do recommend, there is a video, maybe I'll have to stitch it or make a video or a short out of it, but there was a really cool video where somebody actually held the goggles in front of their phone so you could actually see what the augmented reality portion looked like. So I do recommend either go on YouTube or I'll try to create a short so that way you guys can see what it looks like, because it does look really neat. So it'll be an interesting new attraction to come here to the States, and whenever it officially opens at in Orlando, that'll be really fun as well. So all right, we'll go ahead and move on to our next topic. So we talked about the soft open. We're going to talk about Universal news first, and then we'll get into the Disney stuff. So the second thing that we wanted to talk about is the new Universal park that's coming to Frisco, Texas. So last week they announced this. I think we briefly talked about it in our live last week because it had just come out on Wednesday. But this is a new mini theme park that is coming to Frisco, Texas. So this park is mainly geared towards families that have young children. So it's going to be a younger themed theme park. It is meant to be a smaller park too, meant for more regional travel, or I think on Universal's blog, they described it as a park that would be good to go to in between big visits to Universal Hollywood or Universal Orlando. But they shared a picture of the concept map, which I'll share with you guys. But I'm really excited about it. I don't know when we'll get to go down there. They haven't released a ton of news about what the lands are going to be or when this is coming, but there is going to be a hotel that comes with it and a potential expansion later on. So it'll be kind of nice to see a new park come to the States here. Here's a picture. Let me see if I can flip it over. And here's a picture of the concept map that they released. So I have no idea what the lands are. I made a short talking about what maybe the park is going to be revolved around or what the different lands would be. This entrance kind of reminded me of the DreamWorks logo. So I don't know if this is going to be a DreamWorks theme park. I'm not sure, but over here, this area looks so bright and colorful. I really hope it is a Trolls area. I'm not sure, but it would be so cute. It would be so fun. There's a lot of areas that maybe look like How to Train Your Dragon, maybe a Madagascar themed land. I'm not sure, but I'm very excited for that to come and to see what that looks like whenever it's officially in. But I do, before I hop back into the chat, I want to talk about another brief Universal update that they came out with. They are going to be adding a permanent horror experience in Las Vegas, which seems very interesting. If you are a fan of Halloween Horror Nights, this is something you may want to check out if you were in the Las Vegas area. Not sure when it is going to be coming officially, but it's going to be added to the Area 15, where was it? Yeah, Las Vegas's Area 15 Entertainment District. So that'll be really interesting to see when that comes. The thing that really that I thought was very interesting was they're going to do some seasonal events there. So they might change out the inside, and there's going to be merch coming, seasonal merch coming. So I love merch. I love theme park merch. So I am all about the merch and curious to see what that is going to look like. But they just released a brief little concept picture of what the outdoor might look like. It looks like it's going to be really intense. I don't know. That's going to be really crazy. I'm curious to see what it looks like and what it ends up being like. But let me know if you would think about going to something like that. Are you a Horror Nights fan? I really want myself to like Halloween Horror Nights. I think it's an awesome event, but I'm not a huge fan of scary things. So I have gone to Halloween Horror Nights before, but I'm not I guess I'm not as big of a fan as I am other events that happen at Disney World or at Universal. I'm more of a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party type person. So, but it does look like a very cool thing that's coming for sure. So, but let's see what you guys have to say about it. And yeah, so yeah, you're right, Kitty Kathy. Yeah, so they have been just releasing a lot of new things about the parks and things that they're going to be either building or bringing to different areas. So that'll be I will be curious to see what it looks like whenever it comes officially. Let's see. Doofs, you're saying the Texas park seems like it will be more of a recreational park the size of a county fair rather than a theme park. So I agree. Yeah, they were thinking of it being a smaller size park. So I can't remember. I don't remember how many acres they said they have. I think maybe 97 acres is what they have for it. I'd have to look back at the blog and stuff. Let's see. So yeah, so in Vegas, so that'll be cool. Yeah, so I did see you were commenting some of the lands. Where did you find, or how did you know about what lands were going to be coming to the park? I'm just curious. I was trying to look online. Maybe I missed an article, but I do appreciate you commenting some of those because that was cool to see based on what I was kind of guessing what maybe they were actually going to be. So let's see. Love to go. Would love to go to Vegas for that park. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be really cool. If I ever get over there and it ends up being open, maybe we'll have to go check it out. That would be an interesting vlog to watch me go through that experience. That would be interesting. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the horror stuff, but I do enjoy Halloween Horror Nights. I just need to get a little bit more brave whenever it comes to it. So but okay. Oh, you watched a YouTube video. Okay, awesome. Gotcha. So I'll have to check out that video and see what they have to say too. And thank you for commenting those for sure. So we'll talk about the one last Universal update and then we'll get back to the Disney World updates. But the last thing that I wanted to talk about was they announced dates and info as far as Mardi Gras goes this year for 2023 at Universal Studios. So the dates of Mardi Gras will be February 4th to April 16th of this year, and they are going to have a lot of the same festivities that they've had in the past. You can expect to see the parade that goes through every evening with the really fun floats and the characters and entertainers that are walking around. I did see there's also I think it's a dine and float, I don't know, event that you can purchase. I think it's $80 a person, but you can eat at various restaurants at Universal, and then you're guaranteed a spot to be on one of the floats in the parade, which is actually kind of cool. So you can eat at, I think it was Finnegan's, which we've eaten at before. We love Finnegan's at Universal. You can eat at, it was some type of Lombardi restaurant, and then there is Cowfish at City Walk, which is very good as well, and the sports I can't remember if it's NBC Sports or which restaurant it is at City Walk, but you can also eat there as well. So that would be something cool to check out. They also have a lot of food booths that are around. They've got their live concerts. I love the live concerts. That's just an extra bonus to Mardi Gras in general. Last year, I went to go see Jason Derulo and Khalid was there. But this year they have Maren Morris coming, Lauren Daigle, a lot of other performers are coming. And then during the day, they also have their daytime entertainers that are out and kind of walking around the park, which is cool. So a lot is coming to Universal. Those are some of the updates that they shared or current events that are going to be happening. So it'll be fun seeing all of those things roll out in the future here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, is next on the list. Gotcha. NBC Sports had good food too. I've never been to the NBC Sports place. I've heard good things. I've never been there before or eaten there. So maybe we'll have to check that out next visit when we go down there. But we love Cowfish. We love their milkshakes. Personally, if you've ever been down to City Walk, you know that there is the chocolate emporium across the water. But and they have good milkshakes, but in our opinion, we love the Cowfish milkshakes so much more. They have good burgers, sushi, all of that good stuff. So you can definitely check it out whenever you go down there. We recommend it. But yeah, Mardi Gras, I do like Mardi Gras a lot at Universal. Christmas time at Universal is probably my favorite, but Mardi Gras would be one of my next favorites. I love all the performers. The parade is really fun. The concerts are so cool. And I also like the Beat Builders have a Mardi Gras mix, which is really good. So during their performance, they do a little Mardi Gras segment, which is fun. So if you are down at Universal during the dates, what did I say? February 4th to April 16th, which is going to be here before we know it. Definitely check out some of the Mardi Gras festivities they have. Yeah, burgers, sushi, and milkshakes. Yep, it is so good. I can't remember what kind of burger I get. But yeah, we love their milkshakes. They have a good Oreo milkshake, and then they have this really good plain chocolate milkshake. They are so good. I think I might have a video or a food review on here somewhere. I may have to repost it, but we recommend the Cowfish. And Finnegan's is so good too. We do love Finnegan's. That's in Universal Studios. It's right across from the Mummy. So it is very, very good. I think I get some type of chicken sandwich. My mom gets a Reuben. They have really good pub pretzels. So there's good entertainment in there. Sometimes they have live music. So recommend that. And always go and check and see if they have reservations. You can go book a reservation. That might make it easier for you to get in and out of the restaurants if you're going to be there. But those are two that we highly recommend whenever at Universal. Oh yeah. Okay. So you went to Cowfish, but didn't try the milkshakes. Yeah, definitely. If you go back another time, definitely check out the milkshakes. We love the milkshakes. So hopefully I'm not making everybody hungry here, but yeah, those are some of our favorite places to eat and things to eat whenever we're there. So that was Universal news. Now we'll hop into some Disney news because there has still been some Disney news roll out since we last chatted last week. But last Friday, the Epcot Festival of the Arts kicked off at Epcot, which is very exciting. They've got a lot of things going on this year. So the dates for Festival of the Arts are from January 13th to February 20th. So this festival is really going to be here and gone before we know it as well. I forgot how quick this festival happens, but of course they've got a lot of the same festivities going on around Epcot. But one of the biggest things I would have to say is the Figment popcorn bucket is back at Universal. Do you guys remember Figment from last year? Here is the Figment popcorn bucket. People were waiting hours in line to get him. They restocked him last year, and you can mobile order and pick them up. And they brought back that system again this year. So if you are going to Epcot and you want to get the Figment popcorn bucket, I have a quick little video here that I screen recorded of how you can actually get the popcorn bucket. I got a lot of questions about this. If you have the My Disney Experience app, this is a very easy way that you can go and pick them up. Actually, this is the only way that you can go and pick them up. But have the My Disney Experience app downloaded on your phone. And here, I'll make sure that you can see it before we play it. Where is the play? Okay, here we go. Here is the screen recording. So, oh no. Let's see if we can get it to play better. I want to make sure you guys can see it first. Maybe I need to move my head. Okay, here we go. So you go to mobile order, and then there's different time slots you can go to pick them up. So you select a time slot, you select the Figment popcorn bucket, and right here, and then it will ask you how many you want. You can have a limit of 2, and then you'll add it to your cart, and then you'll check out, and then you can go back and pick it up during the time slot that you had ordered it for. So this is so easy, so much more convenient than last year's system, which is very nice. So last year they had a lot during the restock, and this year I've checked multiple times and it looks like Figment is still in stock, which is really nice. So if you want to check him out and get him when you're at Festival of the Arts, he is $25 and you can get 2 of them. And they are so cute. I think they are so fun. But they also released a lot of other Figment stuff. Figment was really the star of the show this year. So they released, we talked about Munchlings last week. I think we talked a little bit about the Figment one. So he released at the Festival of the Arts and on Shop Disney. He didn't sell out, which I was really curious about. He didn't sell out, but look at him. He's so cute. Do you guys have the Munchlings, or did anybody? I know the Doofs in here, they went for little Figment, but he is so cute. He was so fun. He's limited edition just to the festival this year. But that, I think, is all that I had as far as festival. Let me look at my notes. I think that's all I had as far as Festival of the Arts goes. They did have some merchandise release, of course, for the festival. There wasn't as much as we were expecting there to be. I got a lot of comments saying that they thought there would be more merch, and I have to agree. The merch did look really fun, though. They had a cool pass holder shirt that was inspired by the chalk art that happens around the park. Figment was on almost everything, which is very good for Figment lovers. Everything was very colorful. They didn't have any Minnie Mouse ears, which I thought was interesting. Maybe they're coming. I don't know. But also they have a lot of really fun colored food options. They have this rainbow Skittles cake that people have been raving about. So I'll have to, well, I don't think I have a picture of it, but I've heard a lot of good things. So if you're going down to the Festival of the Arts, you'll have to let me know if you try it or if you're thinking of trying any of these things. So let's see. Okay, so Dan and Nicole, you're psyched that you have 2 trips for Festival of the Arts. That's awesome. Yeah, Festival of the Arts is a really fun festival, so I'm excited for you to be able to go down and check that out. Let's see. Okay, so they've had a lot more spread out, which is nice. Yeah, so that's good. So that way they're more available during the whole festival, which is nice. Let's see. Okay, this year they are moderating the sale with an account. Oh, link to your ticket. Gotcha. Okay. And oh, Doofs, you got your Munchling in the mail today. That's awesome. That's perfect. So Doofs, you were saying, so there is a lot of, I guess, let me think of how I wanted to phrase the thoughts on the festival merch. I need to look back and see. I was looking at some vlogs and videos of the merch on the first day. Looked like they had a Spirit jersey. There were some pins, a pass holder shirt, and maybe some glasses. I'm trying to think of some other things that I was seeing, but compared to other festivals, I don't know if I thought it looked like there was maybe a little bit less merch than usual. But let's see what else you have to say. Maybe more things released as well since I have looked. So, okay, there was more than there was for Festival of the Holidays. I'm trying to, yeah, maybe I just haven't seen them all. Is probably right. Okay, good. You guys are going down the 19th. That's awesome. Okay, you guys are probably going to try the Skittles cake and take the actual Skittles off. Gotcha. When I first heard that it was a Skittles cake, I love Skittles, but sometimes it can be a lot. Maybe I was thinking it was maybe going to be too sweet, but somebody said that it was very good. There's also a Figment smoothie, which I've heard good things about. And what was the other thing? I was talking to my friend Janelle the other day, and she was telling me some of the other things that she tried. But so far I've heard good things about the smoothie and of course the Skittles cake. So you guys have to tell me what you think if you decide to try them. Let's see, what other things that I want to talk about. Okay, we'll talk about this because this might take a little bit longer. But the next thing I wanted to chat about was the Disney 100 celebration is going to start kicking off over in Disneyland, and they released the food guide the other day for all of the food options and things that are going to be released over in Disneyland. So I will say I was a little bit sad because I want to make a video about it. Very excited that potentially there were going to be new food items coming to Disney World. And when I was reading it, I saw that it said Disneyland. So I am a little bit sad that it's not coming to the Disney World parks. We're going to have to see if we get anything coming up here for the 100th anniversary after the 50th ends, but the 100th anniversary will officially kick off January 27th. So in a couple of days over at Disneyland, but there's going to be new rides over there. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is going to be opening up at Disneyland. There's new nighttime shows, parades are coming back, and of course, food and merchandise. But I wanted to talk about some of the food because the food guide looked very fun. So they have, let's see, candy apples are huge, a huge Disney thing. Why is this not letting me? I don't know why it's not. Candy apples are a big thing at Disney World. So they have a 100th anniversary candy apple and cake pop coming. Look at the little cake pop. I thought it looked so cute. I love the colors of the 100th too. They have this interesting, I think it was this trifle dish, which looked kind of interesting. And then they had the cream cheese pretzel. I did not try this when we were in Disneyland, but I've seen so many reviews on this cream cheese pretzel. People rave about it at Disneyland. And then also the churro. They have everybody loves churros at Disneyland. And they have a 100th anniversary churro coming. They also had this interesting, I think it was a Sprite drink. So that is going to be coming as far as food goes. Oh, that's the same one. Oh, okay. And then another thing besides food was they also have a lot of souvenir merchandise coming for the 100th anniversary. I am sad, but also half glad that it's not coming to Disney World because I want a lot of this, but we'll go ahead and talk about it. So this is a 100th anniversary tumbler coming. It looks like it's one of those reusable tumblers coming to the park. Look at the colors though. I love the purple. The silver is really pretty. Look at the castle and all of the little characters they have around them. There is a strap to it, which is really fun. Then this one I really liked. This is the poison apple mug that is coming to some of I think the popcorn carts. Let me look at it again. Let me see. Oh, the Casey Jr. churro cart. So I don't know. You guys know that souvenir items can kind of cause some havoc at the Disney parks. This one, I wouldn't be surprised if this causes some issues at the parks. It looks very popular. There's going to be this little light up globe that you can put, or a glow star that you can put inside of your drinks. So that's going to be coming. Let's see another thing. Here's another tumbler. I'm going to be honest. I think this is a separate one, but I don't know if this is different from the tumbler that we showed at first. I think they're different based on the straps and the top of the tumbler. I think they're different, but we're just going to have to see. So that was a really cool one. And then this one, there's a Mickey sipper, and based on Mickey Mouse themed souvenir items in the past, I have a feeling that this is going to be a very popular one. That one might cause some issues as well. And I think we had two more. Here is one for magic key holders. There's a magic key bucket coming to Disneyland. And they open magic keys again today. So if you are in the Disneyland area, or if you wanted to get a magic key for Disneyland, that is open today, I think until 10 p.m. Pacific time. And then, these were just some other treats that I thought looked interesting. I thought this one was kind of cool. That one's kind of neat. I don't know if it's like a cookie or if it's like a cake type thing, but that looked kind of cool. But so those are some souvenir items coming, but I need to see what you guys have to say about this because I've been chit-chatting a lot about them. But let's see. Yeah, a lot of Figment merch. Yes, and the Figment smoothie does come in a Figment cup, which is kind of cool if you want a little souvenir to take home as well. Disney store. Oh, interesting. So they just changed the Disney Springs World of Disney store. No more 50th section. It's all 100th anniversary stuff now. That's crazy because the 50th anniversary will officially end. Is it March 31st? I think the end of March. I always get the dates mixed up with everything. So much is happening. I always get the dates mixed up. So that's crazy though. I didn't know that. Very hazardous to your credit cards. Yes, definitely. So Okay, so I was thinking that this mug was gonna be plastic. Let me see. It looks like it could be a really nice quality one, but I think you're right. It probably is one of the plastic ones. But I still really liked the colors and the design of it. I don't know. I just kind of gravitated towards it a little bit. But it is a good thing it's at Disneyland and not Disney World. So I loved the tumblers too. The tumblers look so cute. Um, I really liked the colors of it. The characters they put on it was really cool. And I like that they've started adding straps to things because it is very convenient. So, um, the Mickey Sipper to come to I know we were I think Janelle's in here. We were talking Janelle and I were talking the other day about some things that Disneyland has that Disney World doesn't and blah blah blah, vice versa. But yeah, it is unfortunate sometimes that things are at Disneyland and not at Disney World and stuff, but I don't know, we'll have to see what ends up coming. So, um okay, Magic Keys opened the other day. And oh, I thought that today was the first day they had opened. Maybe I just saw stuff about that, but I was pretending like I was going to get one. I waited in the virtual queue and it came where I could purchase one. I was like, "Oh, do I want a Magic Key? Do I not?" But we decided not to get one. So, but okay, so they must have been open another day too. So, thank you, Janelle. Gotcha. March 31st for the end of the 50th. Gotcha. So, but yeah, welcome in. Thank you guys for watching. We'll keep going on. We have two more things to talk about tonight. So if you have anything else you want to chat about, feel free to put it in the chat or any Disney World questions. Feel free to add them there. The seventh thing I wanted to talk about that they released the other day was the Ariel's Grotto and the Enchanted Tales with Belle are going to be returning to Magic Kingdom, which is very exciting. This has not been back since the parks officially or had closed a couple of, well, I guess now years ago for the pandemic. But Ariel's Grotto is going to be opening on January 22nd, and Enchanted Tales with Belle will be opening on February 19th. So they released this on their Instagram page. I just want to show you the post that they shared. And thank you guys for bearing with me in my phone and our different format tonight. We've got Enchanted Tales with Belle and then the Ariel's Grotto. So those are two meet and greets coming back to Magic Kingdom. I am excited about this because whenever I got my pass, it was right before the parks had closed and I never got to check these out. So it's going to be kind of fun because this is a new thing that I'm going to be able to go down and do whenever at Disney World. So you guys will have to let me know if you've ever done this before, if you're looking forward to going back to these meet and greets. I think I'm particularly looking forward to the Ariel's Grotto one. I think the outside of that attraction looks very neat, so I'm excited to see what it looks like inside. And based on comments of what people were saying on a little short video I made about this, it seems like Enchanted Tales with Belle is actually a very fun thing to check out too. So I'm excited about it. So we'll have to see whenever we head down there. Yeah, isn't that crazy? 3 years ago that the parks had closed. I don't know. Time is just crazy since then, but I can't believe it's been that long. Or yeah, I guess that long, 3 years. So it's been crazy, but a lot of things are coming back. Everything's starting to be good down at the parks, which is really fun, and new things are being introduced, which is cool too. Um uh okay. Gotcha. You named yourselves after the lyrics in Part of Your World. Love that. So you guys, next time you go down, you definitely have to go and check out her meet and greet. That's awesome. I love that. That's so fun. And the last thing that we'll chat about for tonight is the eighth thing. I just added this to the list whenever we were getting ready for the live, but they just announced details for the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. So that is going to be coming to Epcot on March 1st to July 5th. This is my favorite Epcot festival. You guys have to let me know in the comments. I know we talked about the Festival of the Arts, which is a great festival, but Flower and Garden Festival is my favorite festival at the Disney parks. I am a huge plant person, even though I'm not good at keeping them alive, like I was saying the other day. I love the the Flower and Garden Festival. I love all of the flowers and everything around the parks, the topiaries, which, speaking of which, I was looking at the article that Disney released about the Flower and Garden Festival, and listen to this, they're adding new topiaries this year. So if you're going to the Flower and Garden Festival, you know that they have all of the topiaries around the park, so they're bringing back the ones that they've had before. But this year they are adding some Encanto themed topiaries. So you can expect to see at the entrance of, or near the entrance of Epcot, they have Mirabelle, Antonio, Isabella, and Luisa are coming as topiaries, which I think will be very fun to see how they add those and what they look like. And then also they are adding a Princess Tiana topiary to Epcot. So I love the topiaries. They are so fun. I think the Snow White and the Seven Dwarves are my favorite topiaries they have at Epcot, but this will be very cool to see the new ones that they are adding to the parks. And also, they mentioned they are going to be releasing a 70s inspired Orange Bird merch collection. So I am a huge fan of Orange Bird. We've got a lot of Orange Bird merch. So we're going to have to see what the merch looks like that's released for this year's festival. But that's a lot of the details of the Flower and Garden Festival. Of course, they're going to have a lot of merch, the food, all of the topiaries released, but these are some of the new things that are coming out, which is going to be pretty exciting. So you guys have to let me know what you have to say about that for sure. Thank you. Love your new glasses. Thank you. So we just got new glasses the other day. I didn't know what I thought about these at first, but I like the color and the style. And then we also got a different pair, which you'll have to see in another video. So yeah, so thank you. And Figment, gotcha. Yeah, Figment is your favorite topiary, of course. Yeah, so Figment's there. Named. Did you name Orange Bird Julius or did you name Figment Julius? Let me see. So yeah, so I'm excited for Flower and Garden Festival. We'll have to see when we head down there. I'm hoping to get a trip going and planned here for February, and then hoping down in March to head back down for maybe some Tron pass holder preview type things. We'll have to see whenever that comes out as far as future trips go. But okay, so Orange Bird, I love him. I think he is so cute. And yeah, Julius, that's a good name for him. So I know I'm excited to see what the merch looks like. We'll have to see. So I have a whole Orange Bird outfit. It's actually a little bit insane, but we have an Orange Bird skirt. All I need is an Orange Bird shirt. And the other day I saw at the Character Warehouse, they had the Orange Bird Spirit jersey on sale for like $15. I was like, oh, I need to get down there and get that Spirit jersey. But anyhow, so that is pretty much some of the news that came out as far as Disney and Universal goes. I'm sure by the time we end this live stream, if we go on social media, we'll probably see some other announcements that they have released and later on this week. So who knows? We'll have to see next week what we end up talking about. Oh, here on Disney Parks Instagram, they just posted something for the Flower and Garden. Let's see what it looks like. So there are the Seven Dwarves. There's some of the food options coming. Look, there's Snow White and Dopey. And then look at little Tinkerbell. She's a cute topiary too. So there you go. So we'll have to see next week what we end up talking about. Maybe we'll get into a theme park tips video as far as lives go, or we'll keep talking about updates. You'll have to let me know what you guys think. But thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I'm excited to share with you the new studio. Hopefully next week we'll have a different background. Thanks for bearing with the showing images on the phone. Hopefully next week we'll be able to be on the screen and either share with you doing the shared screen. We'll have to see what we end up doing, but hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much for watching. If you're here on the replay or if you're here for the first time, consider subscribing and joining us next week at Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, where we are always here doing this live stream. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we will see you in another video. See you guys. Thanks for being here.